Okay, so it seems I'm live. So welcome back, everyone. And today we have an amazing announcement. Now, this is not the I'm not the first one to announce this. So Facebook had done that 2 days back or something, and then we got so many articles, so many videos on this concept, which is Libra, right? So now we have a new cryptocurrency in the world. We had enough, right? It all started with Bitcoin. They were trying to change the way we will be doing transactions online. So it was more of, so starting from solving the transaction issues. Example, let's say if you talk about international transactions, it is difficult to do those transactions, right? Because we have different currencies, then the payment gateways or banks in between, they charge you huge amount. In fact, whenever I receive any international payment, there's a huge transaction fee charged by these banks in between. Even if you use PayPal, we have a huge fees there. In fact, not just this. If you have seen my videos on, on Bitcoin blockchain, we have talked about this. There's not something which is very new in this world, right? So we are seeing this from a long time, from starting from Bitcoin. There were some issues with Bitcoin. The one big issue, it is volatile, right? Or you can say it's not stable. So the price for Bitcoins goes up and down. But now we have Libra. What do you think? Will it kill the Bitcoin? In fact, not just Bitcoin, we have other cryptocurrency. One of them is the Ethereum. We have Litecoin. So when I heard this news, I was knowing about it because in fact everyone was knowing about it that Facebook will be coming up with their own cryptocurrency. There are two issues. First, in fact, we will be talking about good things about the Libra cryptocurrency, but there were some concerns with for everyone. The first concern is Facebook itself. No one trusts Facebook, right? At least from last 2 years, we are facing so many issues regarding privacy. So yeah, we can't trust Facebook. I just wanted to check my the audio before going ahead. So no one trusts Facebook, right? That's for sure. Second problem is cryptocurrency. We don't trust cryptocurrency because in the real world we are working with fiat currencies and we trust them because we have a government backup, we have a funds backup for that. What about cryptocurrency? It's just that the Bitcoin price goes up and down, so it's not stable. But in that case, if we talk about Libra, they are promising it will be stable. Again, I will show you some white paper because that's the main thing here. I want to show you the white paper, and it's more of self-learning about Libra, but I will show you them there. We'll also talk about the blockchain of Libra itself. So yes, it's not when Bitcoin was getting famous, everyone was concerned about it, including government. On the other hand, people were not happy with the blockchain as well because they were thinking blockchain will be going away. It's just a hype, but not exactly. We'll talk about because we have a Libra blockchain there. So we have some topics opened in my another screen. We'll discuss about all those stuff. I'll be sharing that screen as well. And then one important thing is, will it kill Bitcoin? That's the question we'll answer. And then we'll also talk about some technical terms there. Okay, so I'm just trying to break down those terms for you. So I was thinking about making a video, but I thought let's do a live session there. Okay, so let's get started. So I just want to test my audio. Is it proper? Okay, so if you're watching it, hit that like button. That's how I will know that you're watching this, so that we can get started. Okay, hit that like button, everyone, if you are excited for this. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen because the further discussion will be done on this screen. So let me just do that quickly. So let me share my screen two. Yes, I want to share it with the entire world. And here we go. So present to everyone. So I hope you can see my screen now. So you can see this is what Libra is. So that's the amazing logo they have. It says, welcome to Libra. Yes, we'll talk about the white paper, but in simple terms, when you say what is Libra, it is simply a global currency. Now, it happens, right? When you talk about different countries, we have different currencies, and whenever you want to do an online transaction, it's difficult, right? Because there will be a huge transaction fee. There will be it will take some time. In fact, in some countries, the transaction time goes for around 2 to 3 days. Maybe we don't want to wait so long, right? So that's okay. So I'm getting a call. That's one concern we have, right? So let me just keep my mobile phone on mute. Yeah, okay, done. So yeah, so that's what they say. Now, if you go down, this is amazing thing to see, but we'll skip that as of now. Now, Libra is for everyone. Okay, it's not just one case. Yes, it is starting with as a currency. Maybe we will be using Libra or other stuff in future, but at this point, this is what it is. It is for everyone. It works on mobile phones. So yes, in fact, in the technological world which we are living, we have so many devices available, right? Even in developing countries, everyone or most of them has this digital device with them, but they don't have a bank account, right? So that's one concern. So it works on mobile phone. It is stable. That's what they're saying because so when they say it is stable, they are simply comparing with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is not stable, right? Because we don't have a back. So Bitcoin is not backed by reserved, right? So it is simply based on the demand, and then since we have a limited amount in Bitcoin, so the value keep changing for Bitcoin. It is fast now. When they say it is fast, they are comparing with fiat currency. So when you want to transfer money, it will be that quick. It will be for world. It's not specific to one country, but maybe they are focusing more on the developing countries, right? Next one, it is scalable, so it can expand to different users for different services. And then it is secure. Now, when I say secure, because it is backed by blockchain, yes, even Facebook now taking blockchain very, very seriously. Okay, so that's a technical paper, so we'll talk about that. In fact, let's jump there. But before jumping, you can see we have a Libra blockchain, and it is not just backed by Facebook. We have other companies who is doing it. So we have a big name there. We'll see those names as well. Okay, so just go back, nothing. Yeah, and then one exciting stuff, which is the new programming language. Yes, when you talk about the Bitcoin world, in fact, in Bitcoin we don't do programming, but when it comes to other cryptocurrencies like we have Ethereum, in Ethereum we can write smart contracts, right? So we can do programming there. So Facebook thought, let's build our own language because they don't want to depend upon some other language. They want to improve as they go, and that the programming language is Move. Now, I happen to see some code online for Move. It looks similar to JavaScript, but then it also supports the bytecode language, right? Just to have it multi-platform. So again, we'll do some more research on Move. We'll do some more programming work. So it will take some time, but and then they also have a developer, nothing much here. Let's jump to the white paper. In fact, it's a big white paper. You can just go through it. But what they say is this is important. 1.7 billion adults globally remain outside the financial system. So they don't have a proper, they don't have a proper system for banking or something. They have technology, but not the banking stuff. So it will help them. That's one. The fees is way less. Of course, there will be a transaction fee, but it will be damn low. So that's what they say. Anything important here? That this 3 points are important. In fact, I was supposed to make a video, but we'll separately make a video on this, talking about these concerns. So they say it's. Let me just check. Yeah. So they say it is. Yeah, so they say it is secure, it's scalable, and it is a reliable blockchain. So the moment you say blockchain, of course it is secure, of course it is scalable, and it is reliable. Uh, Not just this one, this blockchain, most of the blockchains which we talk about are stable and reliable. Now it is backed by some reserve of assets. That's not the case with other cryptocurrencies which we have. And that's why the currency will be stable for sure. And it is governed by not the government, but the independent Libra Association. Now, yes, the moment someone said, Facebook it will change the way we do a transaction online. Yes, we don't trust Facebook, but it's not just one company. Yes, it is built by Facebook, but association has a big list there. Okay, it's not just that one big company. So we have companies like this. So in fact, we have a group of companies. They came together. In fact, they say that it will go up to 100 members in the first half of 2020. But at this point, they have Mastercard. In fact, let me just share my face again just to talk about some details. When Bitcoin was going up, there were so many companies they were concerned about it, especially the payment gateway companies, the payment companies, especially Mastercard, Visa, because the moment you go for Bitcoins, if you do all the transactions using cryptocurrency, we will not be using those currencies, right? The currencies which we use. So it will affect all these big companies, right? So they thought instead of competing with cryptocurrency, let's be a part of it because that's the future, right? Now I'm not sure how far Libra will go, but maybe they will be coming with something new. It's a steps, So first they went with Bitcoin, that was the first step. Then it will go for the next step, which is in this case it was Ethereum for programming stuff, and now we have Libra. So yes, they don't want to compete with cryptocurrency, so they want to be a part of cryptocurrency's ecosystem. Let me share my screen again. Okay, yes, I will pick up your questions for sure. Just wait till I complete this. Uh, Yeah, okay. So we got payments here. You can see payments company. We have Mastercard, PayPal. PayPal was at big risk when Bitcoin was getting famous. Then we have PayU, Stripe, Visa. All these are payment companies. Then we have technology companies who are backing it. We have eBay, Facebook itself, and they have their own wallet coming in future, which is Calibra. And then we have Uber supporting it, Spotify, right? Telecom companies who are supporting it. One of them is Vodafone. That will be a huge thing for them. And then it is backed by, it's not just about their own blockchain. We have companies backing it up. One of them is Coinbase, very famous. In fact, on Coinbase, you can buy and sell cryptocurrencies. Then we have non-profit organization. So basically, it's an association which is a non-profit organization. You can see if you go up, it says somewhere it is a non-profit. It took me a lot of time to read all the documentations here. Uh, I don't normally read documentation, but I was excited about this. Okay, and then if you don't understand these terms, that's fine. You can just check out our course on blockchain. So you can just go to description area, and there we have a blockchain series. Yes, more videos will be coming up soon. So okay, so that's the thing. So we have Libra Association, right? What next? Yeah, and then let's talk about the blockchain. In fact, I have separate tab for this. So this is a separate paper on the Libra blockchain. In fact, to know more about blockchain, I will still suggest you to go through the to go through the videos which I've talked about. Then you'll understand what blockchain is. But if you know about blockchain, so blockchain is basically a decentralized system. Now, even Libra says, Facebook says they have their own decentralized system. But when you say decentralized, everything needs to be decentralized, right? I don't think that's the case with Libra here. So, when you say decentralized system, in fact, Bitcoin was having that motto. They wanted to make everything decentralized. Facebook says, yes, they are going for decentralized, but I don't think so. It's perfectly decentralized because it is still governed by some set of companies. Maybe they are big companies like they are Mastercard, Facebook, Uber, but still it is governed by some companies. And that too, this is not permissionless. This is permissioned, which means if you want to be a part of that blockchain, you have to send a request. You have to invest maybe $10 million to be a part of that, because the moment you invest $10 million, you will be a part of a node. Yes, you are doing huge investment, but it is with a good amount of what do you say, returns, because every time someone do the transaction, you will earn some fee from that, right? So yes, it is decentralized, but I don't truly believe it is. So the thing. Okay, so next thing here is, yeah, so it is decentralized, and it also supports programming. You can build smart contracts, but that will be done with the help of Move programming language, right? So that's something you have to refer. So before going ahead, if you're watching this and if you have not subscribed the channel, just make sure that you do that, and also hit that like button because that's what we love. Okay, so that's about the blockchain part. Now let's move forward. They have, okay, yeah, so then they have a new programming language, which is Move, which will be exciting to learn. Now it will not be very different. Of course, it will be having some similarities with JavaScript, or maybe the Ethereum smart contract language, which is Solidity, and maybe some copy pasting from Python as well. Okay, and then where you will test it. Now, of course, right, as a developer, when you want to test your thing, for example, if you want to be developer for Libra, how will you test it? Now that's where we don't have a Libra blockchain available now, so they just have a prototype. and they named it as TestNet. Now this is almost same as its testnet for Ethereum, which is Ringby. Maybe because I'm not tested it now, but when you want to practice Ethereum, if you want to test your smart contracts by spending some amount, you can use Ringbinet test network. In the same way, Libra has testnet, which is live as of now. You can just test it, but this is not the actual Libra available. So that will be coming up next year, but we still have a prototype to use. And yeah, that's about it. So that's the Libra. So you can do some programming as well. So they have a developer side. You can just copy and you can install these dependencies and you can try it out. You can do your first transaction. It will be quite exciting if you have done Ethereum before, just to test it out. In fact, this CoinDesk, they have done some good research. They have actually compared this Libra with other cryptocurrencies available. Like we have Bitcoin, they have compared with Bitcoin. Uh, you know, uh, the problem with banks is they need your identity, right? So if you want to have your bank account, you need your government identity. But in the other case, if we talk about Bitcoins, we don't need that, right? It all works with the private and public keys. The same thing will be done on Libra. Next, it is like Hyperledger because it is permissioned. They are saying at least at the start, maybe in future they might shift to permissionless. Then they are compared with Ethereum, which is it is programmable, and then they are comparing with the EOS, which is they have not done everything yet. It's still in progress. In fact, there is one problem with Facebook, and not just with Facebook, with most of the people in this world now. They promise a lot, like Facebook, Google. They say they will change the way the industry works. They will change the way world works, but nothing is happening on that level. So everyone, I mean, they are saying it will change, but I'm not sure how much time it will take for them to change everything. Facebook is promising a lot of stuff. Maybe they're not looking at the negative side of it, or everything is positive for them. But with every new technology, there are so many things which might go wrong. Like the moment you say a social network, we have an issue with privacy, and Facebook is not focusing on that. Yes, they have done some changes on the privacy guidelines now or the policies, but I'm not sure about the money. The moment you talk about money, it's damn risky, right? So let's see how they take that on the different level. So that's the thing. The next question which we want to answer is about, will it replace Bitcoin? Uh, So that's one question which everyone is concerned about, or not just concerned, but they're curious, in fact. Will it change or will it replace Bitcoin? No, I think they will not be replacing Bitcoin because initially when Bitcoin was released, people were using it for different reasons. Yes, they were using it for illegal reason, for smuggling or for sending drugs or some illegal use, and that's why government stopped using, and they are stopping people to use Bitcoin, at least in some countries. Uh, but on the other hand, when you say Bitcoin, it's more of an investment, like a gold investment. So let's say if you buy some Bitcoins, you don't want to do transaction on it, but you just bought some Bitcoins and you want to see how far Bitcoin will take you. So if you're investing $1,000, maybe the moment Bitcoin value increases, you will earn more. That's not the case with Libra. It's more of a transaction stuff. The price will not be that unstable. It will not be going up and down. So it will be different. Yes, people who are using Bitcoin from a long time, they will be still using Bitcoin, but it might affect the other cryptocurrencies. Let's see how far that goes. I'm still not sure if Libra will be changing the technology world. Uh, so yeah, that's my thoughts on this. In fact, I'll be making a separate video on Libra, my thoughts, and then the technology behind it, and all the stuff. But today, so I just still recommend you to go through the Libra white paper. So I will be sharing the link in description area after the live gets over. If you got the chance to look at it, so just read the white paper. If you don't understand certain terms, that's fine, you can just skip them, or you can watch the video and you will find the link in description area to understand what is blockchain, to understand what is cryptocurrency, to understand what is cryptography, how that works, how can you be how do you, I mean, how can you have an account for finance without having your own identity there, right? That's tricky. and how can you write a smart contracts. So those things are available in the videos in this description area. But this is what they say. So before going ahead, before stopping this, I just want to pick up some questions from your side. For that, I need to have the access to my video. So it's time to have some questions and answers. Oh, I can see the quality of the video is not that good, is it? Uh, okay. So first of all, I need to remove this spammer. Okay. So let me pick up some questions. I can see so many people are watching this. Uh, okay. So we got, okay, where's the question? So make blockchain videos. Yes, I'll be continuing this from August because now I'm busy with other stuff. Let me just switch my Wi-Fi network. I just think it's not that stable. I'm not sure how stable it is. So yeah, so okay, try to explain one Java project. Yes, I'm trying for that. Okay. Okay, when did you hear about Libra the first time in the when Facebook released it? Yes, I was knowing about they will be launching their own cryptocurrency soon, but let's see. That's what I heard it. Um, okay. Questions? I can't see any questions. That you just are having a chat there. Okay. Is there any blockchain certification available? I'm not sure if they are legal or they are what do you say legitimate now. But yes, there are some available, but I'm not sure if this great. Okay. Yes, hit the like button. Let's see. Okay. What are the questions? I can't see questions there. But do you think Java will outdate in next year, in next 10 years? See, no one knows what will happen in next 10 years. Maybe all the languages which are still running will be outdated, so even Java can be. But focus on the current. But currently Java is booming, so if you want to get a job in the company, most of the interviews they will ask you about Java, so stick to it. Okay, next question is blockchain or Java, which is better? It depends, what you want to do. If you want to get into company now, go for the Java, and if you have a big plan in future, uh, because when you say blockchain, you need to be good at it. So both are good actually. Okay, quality is poor. How about the quality now? Well, I should have used my original network because it was not good initially. So hit that like button if you're watching this, everyone. I'm not seeing that he likes there. Okay. What's the different? Or should I go live again with the good quality? Let me just check if the quality is good now. Okay. Security wise, how Libra is different from blockchain? See, Libra is blockchain. I mean, Libra have their own blockchain, right? So it is not very different. It's just that when you say blockchain, there are two blockchains available. One is permissioned and second is permissionless. And Libra as of now is permissioned, which means if you want to be a part of it, you need to send a request and they will allow you if you really, I mean, if you really can be a part of the blockchain. The good thing is when you say permission, it is more secure than permissionless. Okay. So best resource to learn blockchain, at least for the basics, you can follow my videos and later on you can just I will try to post some more videos. Not sure which are the best resources available as of now because when I was learning, I went to different website, different articles, different videos, because everyone have their own way of explaining it, and they have their own level of explanation. So I was responsible to convert them into a good sequential way, and then I made a video. Okay, Bitcoin mining startup, how many money is sufficient? As of now, don't go into Bitcoin mining because there are so many issues running for Bitcoin. One of the issue is the amount of CO2 emission. So government might ban all those things in future if Bitcoin is not moving from proof of work. That's one issue which they are facing. So we are wasting so much of energy running Bitcoins. So that's one issue. Yeah, that's right. So Bitcoin setup is actually at this point is waste of time and resource. Okay, next, what is blockchain? That's right. So if you're not sure what is blockchain, just check out the. So there's in the link you can find blockchain tutorials. Just click on that and you can watch them. Okay, what is your age? Doesn't matter. Uh, Job opportunities for blockchain. There's a huge demand as of now because most of the companies they are moving towards blockchain. And after this announcement of Libra, I'm sure most of the companies will be focusing on blockchain. So get started with blockchain soon. Okay. Should I learn Libra? As of now, don't focus on the one cryptocurrency as Libra. You can start with Ethereum. Make sure that your fundamentals are strong. Because see, it doesn't matter which company come up with which cryptocurrency, they have the same foundation. They have the same concept. So learn Ethereum first because even if you start learning Libra, the problem is we don't have good resources available. So if you learn Ethereum now, it will be much more beneficial for you in future. I just want to check when I was sharing my screen, was the quality is not that bad. Okay. So do you know Telugu? Yes, I do. Are you off today? I'm not off. I'm on. Okay. No. So I'm in my office. I was working on something else. I don't have a training today, so my training starts from Monday. So I was in my office working on some stuff. I thought let's talk about Libra. I wanted to make a video yesterday morning, but I got busy with some other work. Okay, what about Move tutorial? No, I will not be focusing on Move tutorial as of now because the technology will take a lot of time, right? So I would suggest you to don't focus on Libra at this point as a developer. As a developer, focus on Ethereum, focus on Hyperledger, learn them, and then you can move to Libra once it is launched. Okay. So that's it. So that's about. Yeah, there's one more question. Prerequisites for blockchain. Watch the video. So once you watch the video, just check the description area. There's a link. In fact, let me just share that link in the chat window here. So just check that link. You will get the tutorials plus you will get the prerequisites, everything there. Okay. So that's it, everyone. That's about the Libra. I will try to make one video, special video for Libra, and let's see. So that's everyone. Bye bye, everyone.